Section 1. Introduction to Electronic Record Regulations. The pharmaceutical and life sciences industries rely heavily on accurate and trustworthy data. To ensure this, regulatory bodies have established standards for electronic records and signatures. In the United States, Title 21 of the Code of Federal Regulations Part 11 governs this area. The European Union equivalent is EU Annex 11. Both regulations share the goal of maintaining data integrity. 21 CFR Part 11, issued by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, outlines requirements for electronic records and signatures. It aims to ensure these records are trustworthy, reliable, and equivalent to paper records. By adhering to these regulations, companies can ensure the quality, safety, and efficacy of their products. This fosters trust with regulatory bodies and ultimately with patients. Section 2 Scope and Application US and EU. 21 CFR Part 11 applies to pharmaceutical companies operating within the US. This includes both domestic and foreign companies that manufacture, process, pack, or hold drug products for US consumption. EU Annex 11 applies to any company involved in the manufacturing or distribution of medicinal products for human or veterinary use within the European Economic Area. This includes manufacturers, importers, distributors, and contract research organizations. Both regulations apply to a wide range of systems and activities. These include laboratory instruments, manufacturing systems, and clinical trial data. Any system that creates, modifies, maintains, or transmits electronic records related to regulated activities falls under their purview. Companies must determine which regulations apply to their operations and implement the necessary controls and procedures. Section 3. Key differences, a detailed look. While 21 CFR Part 11 and EU Annex 11 share the same objectives, they differ in their specific requirements and focus. 21 CFR Part 11 is more prescriptive, outlining specific technical controls. EU Annex 11 is more principle-based, focusing on data integrity through risk assessment. Another difference lies in the approach to electronic signatures. 21 CFR Part 11 provides specific requirements for electronic signatures. These include using at least 2 distinct identification components. EU Annex 11 requires electronic signatures to be linked to the data to ensure its integrity. Section 4. Risk Management and Periodic Review. Both 21 CFR Part 11 and EU Annex 11 emphasize the importance of risk management in ensuring data integrity. They encourage companies to adopt a risk-based approach to identify and mitigate potential risks to electronic records and signatures. Periodic review is another critical aspect of both regulations. Regular reviews of systems, procedures, and documentation are essential. This helps ensure ongoing compliance with the regulations, identifies potential vulnerabilities, and allows for necessary adjustments in response to evolving threats and technologies. Companies must proactively identify and mitigate risks, regularly review their systems and procedures, and adapt their compliance efforts to the changing regulatory and technological landscape. Section 5. Electronic signatures, similarities and differences. Electronic signatures play a crucial role in both 21 CFR Part 11 and EU Annex 11. They provide a secure and efficient way to authenticate electronic records. Both regulations acknowledge the legality and validity of electronic signatures. However, there are notable differences in their approach. 21 CFR Part 11 requires 2 identification components. EU Annex 11 focuses on linking signatures to data integrity. Both emphasize reliability, security, and unique identification. Section 6. Harmonized compliance for global operations. For companies operating in both the US and EU markets, harmonizing compliance with 21 CFR Part 11 and EU Annex 11 is essential. This involves adopting a unified approach that meets the requirements of both regulations, streamlining operations, and reducing compliance costs. One way to achieve this is by implementing a robust quality management system, or QMS, that incorporates the principles of both regulations. This QMS should include comprehensive procedures for document management, data integrity, electronic signatures, and system validation. It is also crucial to stay informed about any updates or revisions to these regulations. By harmonizing their compliance efforts, companies can ensure the integrity and reliability of their electronic records and signatures across all their operations.